Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for Morks' favorite show, Titans, Season 3, Episode 6, Lady Vic. Now, before we get started, let me take care of some business first, and then we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. Basically, YouTube takes the algorithm of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos, my vast video library, and pops it up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. Also, if you want to know when I'll be on live again next, you hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media there, and I have all the links to my pages there as well. All right. So, no Morks, huh? Well, I haven't said his name 3 times, Morks, have I? No, I did. Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episode. It's already been pre-spoiled, but if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video you can comment down below in the comment section. All righty. Yes. Okay. We got it. All right. So we're back to shitty episodes again. So it looks like every other episode is going to be a shit episode, and we have a good episode, shit episode, good episode, shit episode, good episode, shit episode. And I'm guessing it's because they're trying to save money on special effects. And yeah, this was not a good episode. This was just kind of a meandering episode where everyone was just, I don't know, it was everyone was waiting for Blackfire to do something, and she didn't do anything. She was actually calm for the most part. She was just kind of bitchy, if more than anything else. And I want to know where the fuck Jason Todd found a second chest device, because they explicitly said in the Hawk episode where, you know, Hank and Dove, that there was only one device ever made by Wayne Tech, and they wanted to use another one so they could actually, you know, look at it to see how they could get into it and, you know, stop it. And yet another one magically appears into this doctor who, why did they need the doctor alive? You know, why did Jason not just kill her instead of putting the device on her and just letting her die slowly? It didn't make any sense. I mean, all because she was the one that had actually put together the she was an expert on this machine, the MacGuffin, that can make more chemicals, which was kind of stupid. Yeah. Mercenary says Dick really living up to his name, to that name. Yeah. Dick was being kind of a dick in this one too. And does everyone now know that Bruce Wayne is Batman? Because I swear to God, Lady Vic knew. I guess Scarecrow told her, and that's how she was able to lure in Barbara. And now we find out that Lady Vic has a history with both Barbara and Dick, in that Barbara and Dick were actually out 6 years ago committing crimes, basically to show her dad that these places had really had bad security. And so she was actually out stealing jewels from museums and stuff like that. And Dick started helping her because, you know, that's Dick. Dick won, you know, he was trying to be a stand-up guy, and I guess, I don't know. And of course, that started the whole Dick and Barbara thing. Yeah. Who is Lady Vic in the comics? You know, Philip, I don't know. I know she's an assassin. That's about it. And I was so bored by this episode that I didn't even go to take a look and do some research on it. That's how bored I was by this episode. Normally, I would do some backstory on this and say, hey, this is where Lady Vic came from, blah, 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 because she's an obscure character. No, I didn't do that this time. You know why? Because it's not important. She's most likely going to die anyway. The other only thing that was interesting in this was that, and we all knew this was coming, Jason became Scarecrow's bitch. That's really what it came down to. Scarecrow showed Jason that, you know, he had hired Lady Vic, and that he doesn't really need him. And so what does Jason do? He goes out and tries to undermine Scarecrow's anti-fear toxin that I guess he's making, and ends up killing Tim Drake's parents in the process, creating yet another Robin. So this whole thing of him rebelling against Bruce Wayne and Batman and the whole Robin persona, and yet he creates another Robin in the process. So, yeah. And when the fuck did Superboy gain all this knowledge? Has he just been reading shit in his spare time? Because all of a sudden he became the go-to expert for everything scientific, from what it looks like. I know he's supposed to have Lex Luthor's intellect and whatnot, but I'm sorry, you just don't grab that shit out of the ether. You actually need to learn it at some point in time. And all we've seen him do is sit around eating in the library using books as as a plate. Yeah, I'm sorry. This episode irked me. It was not a good episode. It really wasn't. I do like Starfire's car though. That car is actually pretty damn good. Red Hood and Red Robin. Yeah. Red Robin. You know what? I could go for a burger right about now, but sorry, it just yeah. But no, I mean this episode, the less said about it, the better, I think, is what it comes down to. And yes, I know it's supposed to be introducing Lady Vic. They did a horrible job at introducing this character. All the characters are just really flat. I mean, just really flat. And kind of like Blackfire, they were just waiting around for shit to happen. And that's pretty much what she was there for. She was there to just wait around to see what would happen. And yes, it is still better than season 1, Penn, but at the same time, when I see Titans, I want the group to be together. Though we still have not gotten the group together for 3 seasons now. So the first season, we're pulling the group together, supposedly, right? At the end of that season, of course, it all went to hell in a handbasket. And then season 2 is supposed to be pulling the group together again, this time in San Francisco. That kind of worked up at the end. They finally came together. And then, of course, Donna dies. And then they get ripped apart. And now they're kind of apart again in the beginning of this season. And now they're really apart because Hank died, and Dawn has left. Um, Raven is with Donna's body in Themyscira, hoping to revive her when she just could have used the Lazarus pit that was right next door that revived Jason. And yes, I know you can only use the Lazarus pit once in I think it's like 100 years or something like that. But still, I mean, shit. Philip says maybe they only look that flat because they now make them tape down their. No, come on, Philip. That's a bad joke. That's even. Yeah, no, that's a bad one. And this is coming from a guy who's been doing dick jokes for about the entire, every time I'm doing a review of this show, it's always a dick joke. And that's a capital D because it's about Dick Grayson. That's who I'm talking about. That's right. Because Dick likes to do sneaky things. Sneaky Dick, along with Barbara. Well, hopefully the next episode is better because, fuck, something needs to give at this point. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the episode. I'm trying to see who wrote it, and I just realized I don't care. I really don't. That's how bad of an episode it was. I'm just not caring about it. So I'm trying to see how many more episodes we have in this season because there we go. 3 seasons, season 3. Because we really, really need something to happen here. So in episode 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my God, there's 13 episodes. There are 13 episodes this season. So what that means is we are at the halfway point. Yeah, we are at the halfway point. Ugh. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can suffer many more of these really shitty episodes like this. And I mean, okay, granted, yes, Penn, I know it's not the shittiest thing I've seen, but at the same time, it's 3 seasons of this that we've been getting. Penn says so we should have 3 more good ones, maybe 4. They're gonna fuck it up in the end. That's what they always do. They never stick the landing at the very end. They always fuck it up somehow at the very end. And then, yeah, that's pretty much Titan's MO. Is you think you have hope at the beginning of the season that it's going to be good. It starts off okay, and then it goes shit. Then it kind of redeems itself a little bit, and then it falls flat at the end. It doesn't stick the landing. I don't know, Penn. I've not holding out any hope anymore. Yeah. It needs a shot of something, maybe some Viagra to get Dick back in the game or something. I don't know. Because, yeah, right now. And then the whole thing with him being shot through the shoulder and then kind of shrugging that shit off. I'm like, really? Come on. Yeah. But yeah, I still want Starfire's car. That was actually a badass car. I don't know what kind of car that was, but it was still a badass car. Anyway, what else do I have going on this week? Well, tomorrow I'm off. That's right, I'm off. And Saturday is going to be Saturday Morning Blast Off, where I take the genre news of the week and any other genre stuff you guys want to talk about, and we talk about it. Sunday is going to be Spoiler Alert. So Spoiler Alert is where you guys get to talk all the spoilers of stuff that has been released to the public. Not shit that you've seen in private or sneak previews or anything like that. Anything public, and that includes Shang-Chi, which I am not going to see this weekend. At least I'm pretty sure I'm not going to. Because it's in a theater. Sorry, just not going to do it. So if you guys want to spoil it on Sunday, that's fine with me. Monday I'll be off, as will everyone else here in the States, because we have Labor Day going on, Labor Day weekend. Tuesday will be another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And I don't know what I'm doing as of yet. I will figure out something. Wednesday is going to be What If, the excellent What If. And then Thursday we roll back around again to the shit show that is Titans. So there we go. Do you think they'll sell Starfire's car? You mean in a prop auction at the end when the series ends? Probably not. Someone will probably take it. That's usually what ends up happening to those cars. It's just too much of it's a badass car. The only thing that's missing from it, I'll say this right now, Mercenary, is suicide doors in the back. That's what it needed. I thought that's what they were going to have. I thought when Blackfire opened the door there, that it was going to be a suicide door, and it wasn't. And I was like, oh. Because that would have been badass then. If you put a suicide door at the back of that thing, that's the only thing that's missing out of that car. Otherwise, it's just a badass vehicle. It really is. So, exactly, Penn. Yeah, that's one of those cars that just kind of begs for suicide doors. It looks like it looks like it's a car that was custom made. So I don't think it's a certain brand of anything, but yeah, it looks like a custom made car. So it has that kind of weird Batman-esque where you never know what the cars are because it's supposed to be timeless and also um, a lot more how should I say this, label-less as well, so you don't have any kind of product endorsements. That's kind of what the Bruce Timm Batman did, and the first Burton Batman did as well. And the subsequent Batmans after that were just nothing but product placement. So timeless vehicles, nameless vehicles, that kind of stuff. So there you have it. All right. This is going to be a short one. that's because this episode just wasn't good. So yeah, it happens. I want to thank everyone who joined me tonight in the chat, and I want to thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the outcomes of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible. One of the videos, my vast video library, pops up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below. And if you can, hit that like button, the share button as well. And if you want to know when I'm be on live again next, hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com, take a look at the schedule I have up there, and all the links to my social media and my pages that I have as well. All right. Thank you, everybody. I will see you guys again on Saturday. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, you may realize that you're being replaced by Lady Vic, and then you just become this little bitch, and you go out and try and take over your now new boss that you realize is now your boss's drug operation, and you really don't have the balls in order to do it. So that's why you're using the inhaler. Anyway, it's a long, convoluted story. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again on Saturday. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care, wear those masks, get those vaccine shots, and stay safe out there. Thanks, everyone. I will see you again on Saturday. Until then, have a good night and a good Friday, too. Thanks, everyone. See ya.